What is up, bros? Me, Josh here, and in today's video, I'm gonna go over a game I had in the Bliss in this current rank season. Well, I've actually ranked out, just ranked out last weekend actually, and was pretty happy with it. Relatively good win rate, relatively good games played, and decided to pick this game and wanted to kind of show off how strong the Bliss can be in rank. This season, the Bliss hasn't been as strong because there's so many more destroyers that are stealthier than the Bliss. The Bliss still has the ability to stealth fire. It's crazy good stealth firing at 10.4, and so I started doing this a lot more, and that is basically providing the first smoke and then setting up a really good flank. Now we've been able to see this with a few ships like the Kiev does it very well. It sets off a very good flank, and then the Bliss also does it very well. The Bliss can do it a bit better because it can disengage better, but the Bliss can do it because it can stealth fire so well, and the Kiev can do it because of its speed and agility and ability to just hit things at max range. So looking at this team makeup, which is really the first thing you need to do, and I shoot all the time in the Bliss, so this is one thing I do. Almost all the time I'm shooting as long as I can set something on fire. But their team has 2 Sims and a Shiratsu. So when you look at this map, and we're playing on New Dawn, which is one of my favorite maps, actually. This is one of my favorite maps in the game, if not my favorite map in the game. And what ends up happening is you get the North team tends to go A, B team, or south side tends to go B. You have this awkward fight in the middle. They eventually push up at some point with 1 or 2 ships, and you kill them, potentially a random torpedo hit here. But there's this major stagnant fight. So this has been a very smoke heavy season, smoke heavy, radar heavy. And so I'm trying to keep my team smoked. I see the Shiratsu, and I'm saying I'm gonna go flank and hopefully try to set up and get some extra vision, because right now a lot of the times people will just hide behind smoke. They won't really hide in smoke, and it blocks vision. Why not? So what I'm going to do is I'm basically just going to completely flank this team. I see, if you can see the mini map, all their destroyers are over here. So what does that mean? The only thing that's going to be able to eventually come defend me is one of those destroyers. Maybe they're going for a flank. One of those destroyers is going to come all the way back, not only just to smoke his team, but then play defense, or their cruisers, and I know their cruisers are in the smoke here as well. So the theory, or the thought process behind this major flank: 1, provide vision; 2, be a major annoyance; and 3, as you can see I'm pinging on the map right now, to keep an idea on their destroyers. But 1, I'm trying to be a major annoyance; 2, I'm trying to call up repairs, as I do in chat right there; and 3, I'm trying to drag more than just 1 ship away. If I can drag 2, 3 ships away to come deal with me, because if you let a Bliss, as you can see right now, I am just absolutely shredding apart this Nagato. 1, I'm keeping him spotted; 2, my team is absolutely destroying him; and 3, I've set 4 fires on this Nagato alone. He repaired 2 of them, but he has 4 fires on him right now. He's absolutely screwed. He's getting tore up. Now, I can stealth fire from 10.4, so there's something within this range, so something has come back. So the thought process is, though, I'm going to be a massive annoyance. I'm going to give my team vision. I'm going to hopefully do a bunch of damage. I've already done 24k to 1 ship alone, and I'm going to hopefully draw 2 to 3 ships away to try to deal with me, because if they don't deal with me, I'm a massive problem. And if I draw these ships away to deal with 1 ship, that means my team, if they send 3 ships my way or 2 ships my way, my team has an advantage elsewhere. So that's the whole thought process about it. And kind of like I said, I'm trying to just get more fires on this. They have the Atlanta right there, which is, I think, their only radar. Yeah, they have an Atlanta and a Fiji, so that's all I have to worry about. But mainly just focusing on that Nagato, hopefully. And I had god tier RNG. Whenever I needed a fire, I basically got a fire. So we take a battleship out, especially Nagato, how hard it can hit against German battleships. That's awesome. Now, one thing I'm kind of just focusing on is, 1, keeping up the pressure on these guys, and 2, trying to figure out what's trying to snipe me. Now, anything within 10.4 is going to spot me, so I know it's not any of those ships over there. I'm now getting close enough to the Scharnhorst, but he wouldn't see me. So my guess is it's the Shiratsu, because if it was the Sims, I would assume they'd be firing at me. So the Shiratsu is obviously spotting me, but he's not really doing anything. He's sending torps. I have vigilance, and down there goes their battleship. I remember I got really scared because I thought I was going to take that torp because I thought I messed up. So right now, we have a massive advantage. One of their DDs was way up top. I pinged it for my team. They're defending that. They're down one of their battleships. And so one of their DDs is way out of position. Two of our DDs, which we have a Shretsu and a Sims, are smoking up the team. We have a Flint as well and a Belfast. Both have smokes. So we have a lot of smokes and we have more battleships. So that's pretty awesome. Now I'm going to go back down. I'm not getting stealth fired. And I'm going to try to just continue to pump out damage. Now, if this Shiratsu really wants to get aggressive, I'm going to beat him 1v1 in guns, so I'm not really nervous at all. Their Atlanta is not in a spot to put a lot of pressure on me. Their Fiji is not in a spot to put a lot of pressure on me. So, one, free reign. I've racked up 43,000 damage. I'm completely giving my team all this vision. And I've basically taken one really, really dangerous ship in the Shiratsu, wasting his torps on me, which is awesome. That means, one, my battleships aren't taking torps, two, a random destroyer isn't going to take a torp, and three, my cruisers aren't going to take torps. So if he wastes all his time and energy on me, that means my team doesn't have to worry about it, so I'm completely happy. I'm at full life right now. I think later in this game I start taking some random damage from something, but basically I'm just at full life, just stealth firing. You know, nothing is spotting me. My team's spotting on the top side, I'm spotting on the south side. Things are getting spotted almost all the time. And as you can see, the Shiratsu, which is right there, going away, he basically gave up on me. And I'm farming 47k off these battleships. I mean, what are they going to do? So I'm just going to keep pushing up. As you can see, their whole team is kind of pushing up. Their Sims is at 4k. Their Atlanta is way far away. It's Sir Venom, awesome guy, friend of the stream, another streamer. And basically, this team can't do anything. I'm just sitting here. The Kiev does this really well. He'd be able to do it just as well as I could. Maybe in this situation, since they really didn't do a defense, maybe would have done it a little bit better just because of rate of fire. And I didn't really get any torpedo hits. But I mean, we just lost we lost our Flint right there. That was to the random Shiratsu. But their battleships basically got killed because I pushed and because I just gave them massive vision. I mean, 9 fires these guys had to sit on. So they're down both their battleships. We lost the cruiser, which is kind of rough. Some of our guys are kind of low, but they have no battleships. Their destroyers are low, and their cruisers are way out of position. So right now is kind of the awkward part of this game. The Flint was not focused on me, so I figured just to open up. I think he ends up starting to punish me a little bit, but really it's not that bad. And really, a Flint, if he's not on top of it, a Blyskawica's guns hit so hard, you know, almost 4,000 right there, especially because the Fiji has such little armor. I can probably go hit for hit a little bit if I'm careful. And, I mean, we're chunky now. We're almost up to 70k right now, which is pretty nuts. So, he starts to shoot back, and I think I get a little greedy right here. I just kind of sail broadside, so a decent little hit right there. He's shaking his butt, trying to get away, but really, I've taken him out of the match now. So, he was putting massive pressure on our team. Now he has to focus with me. And, you know, I would rather him focus on me. I have another ship focusing on me now. So, really, I'm okay with this. I think he puts a big hit in me right here, which kind of sucks. But as soon as he smokes, then I'm not spotted anymore, so I'm kind of okay. Yeah, so we're taking a decent amount of damage. Their Atlanta and Sims are north. Their Fiji and their other Sims is south. And really, I got 2 ships focusing on me. That means it's 6v5. That means our team is 5v3 on the top side. So that's what I want to do. I want to drag as many people away as possible. Because if I'm an annoyance to them, that means my team has the advantage elsewhere. So as you can see, I have 2 ships, sometimes 3 ships focusing on me, and I'm okay with that. You know, I'm 100% okay that I can wiggle, 100% okay I can disengage. You know, this is a good situation. This is exactly what I want to do, and I'll just eventually go dark. I can take this Sims if he comes and actually like pushes me once I go dark. I have faith in the Blyskawica's ability to take a Sims with 4,200 life left. So really, I'm just gonna keep shooting. There's no reason for me not to. The Sims is gonna have a hell of a time hitting me at 9k. The Fiji, if he's still focusing on me, is gonna have a hell of a time even hitting me on a consistent basis. I think he does right here as I say that. But really, I'm just I'm feeling good. Their whole team just let me do that the entire game. The entire game. They just let me sit there, and this is kind of shows how strong, as I say right there, when the team ignores the Bliss Craigasm. When a team does not take care of the flank, and especially I've seen it a lot against Kievs, um, you really, really, really need to do that. You need to take care of it because it's just such an annoyance. And it's nice in the way of even pushing people back is nice, or pushing the flanker back. But it's really, you have to take care of that flank, because if you don't, he's just gonna melt your team, and farm 72, 75 plus K off of that game. And right now I finally have the Shiratsu. You didn't even know this guy was here, but the Sims, I think it was the Sims that's here. Yeah, the Sims finally pushed up, so this guy had no idea. So it was kind of perfect because we alleviated enough pressure from elsewhere to then for him to push up and kind of make a move. So our team is up. We have the big ships. They have none, and they had to have some pretty fragile cruisers. I snagged the little lucky blind shot right there. So this game, all in all, was basically won from the start, if you really want to think about it that way. When you let a Bliss like this, or a Kiev, or even, I don't think the Sims is as strong, or like I mean, IGN ship, I guess, could potentially do it just with like pure torp damage. But mainly, I think the best ship to do it in is going to be like a strong gunboat TD. The Sims, I just don't think punches out enough damage consistently with fires because of the arc, and just I guess the ability to just be an amazing gunship. The Sims is still good for it, but I think the Kiev and the Bliss are a bit better. But there it is, 82,000. What do we get up to? About 83, 84, somewhere around there. The Fiji's gonna die. That just shows the strength of the gunboat, guys. The flank does work sometimes, not all the time, so be careful. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.